It's officially 2026 and it's time for a glow up. If you're looking for a real change to become the best version of yourself, this video is for you. I went from having no idea what looked good on me to finally find my own style. I also went from being constantly sick and having zero energy to feeling healthy, strong, and full of life. It took me 10 years to figure this out, but lucky you're getting the ultimate shortcuts just by watching this video. But before we dive in, we need to get clear on what a glow up actually is. If I just told you to go get lash extension or hair extension and call it a day, that wouldn't be a real transformation. And that's not what we are here for. We need to set our goals first. So what a glow up means in this video. First is about long-term results. I'm talking about the habits that create lasting change, like working out or being mindful of what you eat. You won't see a difference like overnight, but you will actually see a true transformation that actually lasts. Second is not just about how you look, but how you feel. We aren't focusing just looking good on the outside, we are upgrading who you are inside as well. It's all about building a solid foundation that brings a true transformation from the inside out. In today's video, we are breaking everything down into 4 categories: physical, skincare, makeup, and our mindset. I also put like an action plan for each category to make you just easy to follow everything. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, get strength training. I'm a firm believer that beauty comes from being strong. From looking like this to this, you might think it's just all about makeup, but there's so much more underneath. Getting stronger and healthier was my real glow up. Then what's the strength training? Strength training is simply challenging your muscle to get stronger. You do this by moving your body against some kind of resistance, like lifting heavy weights, using a stretch band, or doing like a push-ups. This helps you gain strength and build muscles. Then what's the benefit of strength training? I found that a lot of women avoid heavy weights or weight training because they're afraid of bulking up or getting too big, and I used to think like that, but the truth is strength is a foundation of all the glow ups. These are 3 things that I saw the biggest results after getting into strength training. First thing is skin glow up. I mentioned this before in one of my previous videos about how I clear my skin, and I talk about how like straighting from working out helped me to clear up my skin from having a lot of hyperpigmentation like acne or acne scars. If you ever like finish like hard, a lot of sweat working out, and look in the mirror, you might see that ultimate like post-workout glow. It's because getting your heart pumping literally flows your skin with oxygen. This isn't just about sweat, it's about your body delivering the fuel your skin needs to heal faster and grow new skin cells. And the second transformation that I got is that it balanced out my body proportion. Especially since I started focusing on back workout, I noticed a huge difference. Not only is my back and neck pain completely gone, but also my posture and overall frame looks so much more balanced. If you compare my older videos to the ones I'm making right now, you can clearly see that my shoulders looks much more toned and I just look healthier overall. So I'm really just about back day, especially because I spent too much time in front of my laptop and it makes my posture really bad, and I end up having that neck pain or like back pain. So without those workouts, I'm not able to like function properly, and it just ruined my day. And the last thing that I got benefit from strength training is high energy. Strength training completely changed how I show up every day and how I push my limits. Back in my early 20s, I was quite underweight, and I remember going to a trainer to like check out my body, how much I have like muscle or anything like that for the first time. And after scanning, he told me that based on this data, you don't even have the strength to go shopping for like 30 minutes. And I was pretty shocked at the time because I knew that I was not like strong enough to do like all that crazy exercise, but I was in my early 20s, which means I should have like a full like of energy to do like everything that I wanted. And now I'm in my 30s, I'm full of energy. I can go shopping for 30 minutes and I can even run for like an hour, or even like deadlifting even more than my body weight, and it gives me so much energy to do everything I want in my life. If you're a beginner, here are the action plan to get into strength training. First, 5K steps a day. I feel like hitting like 10K steps a day feels unrealistic, especially if you are a student or if you work. That's what I recommend, starting from 5K steps steps because it can take like at least 30 minutes, and it's so much more sustainable way to wake up your body and just be more active. My pro tip is that I like to save grocery runs or daily errands for these walks, so I don't need to walk like random street to go nowhere to just complete these steps. If you have things to do, you have to go out. And after reaching 5k steps a day for at least like 2 weeks, now it's time to do a light workout, and you can start with 10-minute YouTube workout tutorials. There are tons of like 10-minute workout tutorial videos on YouTube, so you can just simply follow any based on your preference. And this is actually how I got into strength training, because I didn't know where to start, so I started following that 10-minute abs workout at the gym, and then I slowly getting into using some more dumbbells for arm workout, and it was really helpful to get that base strength that is going to be a foundation for heavy weight or heavy lifting that requires more energy and strength. If you're ready to take it to the next level, you are heading to the gym. Most gym offers one free intro sections when you sign up, so definitely leverage that. During that sessions, ask these 3 workout poses to the trainer: squats, deadlifts, and bench press. Ask them to check your form and keep correcting you until you get the right one. If you master these 3 movements, you are basically set for life. And if you're afraid of like getting into like weight training or like lifting heavy weights, and if you have a budget to spare, I highly recommend to get at least like 5 sessions with a personal trainer. It might feel like expensive at first. It costs more than $100 per session, but I think it's a lifetime investment, and it's the best investment that I got for myself. It's not about buying new makeup, it's more about getting the skills that I'm going to use forever for my body. So overall, the strength training gave me that true glow up for my body, my posture, my body proportion, even my skin. So if you haven't done any workout in your life or haven't got into like strength training, I highly recommend you to start from baby step to get stronger in 2026. Next, let's talk about skincare. One skincare habit that transformed my skin is toner sandwich. I work with so many different skin types: oily, combo, dry, acne-prone skin. And I found that this toner sandwich techniques works for everyone, whether it's for like skin health or perfect makeup. It's incredibly simple but very effective. Whenever doing makeup for other people, I always ask what their skincare routine is and what product they use. And I found that most people underhydrate their skin, which means they don't put enough moisture or hydration to their skin with skincare products. It's not about adding more skincare into their skincare routine, it's more about simply changing how you apply the product. So then what is the toner sandwich? The toner sandwich is basically putting multiple layers of toner until your skin feels hydrated enough. It takes time because you need to fully absorb each layer until you move on to the another layer, but it deeply hydrates your skin. If you have oily skin, 2 layers are usually the sweet spot, but for combination or dry skin like mine, I love going for 2 to 3 layers. And after that, you can put serum, moisturizer to seal all that moisture, and you will see that true glowy skin, and your skin will look much healthier and incredibly plump. This is very simple habit, but still, here's a guide. Step 1, after cleansing, do not reach for your towel. You want to leave your face slightly damp. Step 2, apply your first layer of hydrating toner. Instead of rubbing, gently pat it into your skin with your fingers or palms. Step 3, layer 2, the sandwich. While your skin is still a little tacky, add another layer. Repeat this 2 or 3 times until your skin feels bouncy and plumped. Step 4, serum. If you have a serum you love, like vitamin C or retinol, you can apply it. Step 5, seal. Finally, lock all the hydration in with your moisturizer. This acts as a barrier, so all the hydration stays trapped in your skin all day. I think this is the simplest habit that I'm talking about today, so please try. It actually works. Next, let's talk about makeup glow up. The most important tip for your glow up in makeup is know your undertone and how to use them. If you're constantly buying new products, chasing trend, or follow other celebrities or influencers look, and you never feel like just yourself, it's time to officially focus on skills, which is knowing your undertones and how to find the product's undertone. I'm not saying you need to learn like a makeup artist this, you need to learn all this color theory, but you need to prioritize color techniques over hype. I majored beauty arts in South Korea and went to 2 different makeup academy there and even learned makeup in New York City. But by attending all these courses and classes, there is no single class to chase on trends or learn about new launches. The curriculum is all about the skills, how to read color, how to put on eyeshadow, how to properly mix the colors. Those like fundamental skills on like reading the colors help me to achieve the looks I want. So even if I don't have that specific shade that I want to put on, I can just mix with other different colors, whether it's a lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, so that I can create the perfect look that I wanted in the first place. And I think this is the technique that we all need to prioritize to learn about yourself and also not waste your money on like wrong products that doesn't work for your skin. So it's very important to not only knowing your undertone but also matching your makeup colors following your undertones. So what's the concept of the undertone? Your undertone is not about your skin. It applies to every product you use from eyeshadow to lipstick. I deep dive into this topic on my channel, so I have a full list of knowing your undertones, how to find your undertones, how to find the best makeup color for your undertones. So you can check it out after watching this video. But if you're beginners and don't know how to coordinate the colors, just find your undertone first and follow the brand shade description. Most brands have like a very simple description of each color, whether it's a blush, lipstick, and they put like a name like neutral, warm, cool, like that, so that you can simply follow the description. So here are the 4 basic undertones. First one is warm undertones. Warm undertones are all about yellow and golden base. Think of colors like peachy, coral, like bronzy colors. When you complete the look with warm tones, it feels very summery, glowing, cozy vibes that makes your skin more like a healthy, bronzy glow. Cool tones have pink, blue, or like bluish base. Instead of like gold colors, think of it like an icy pink, lavender, like berries, like a plum shades. Cool tones looks very crisp. If you have cool undertones, these color will make your skin look bright and clear rather than washed out. Mostly silver jewelry usually look good on you. Neutral tones are a perfect balance between warm and cool. You don't have an obvious yellow or pink tint in your skin because you're just right in the middle. You have the most flexibility, so you can pull off almost any color, but you look best in muted tones like dusty rose or taupe. Next one is olive undertones. Olive undertone is very unique and people often don't know whether they have olive undertones or not, even though they have, because it's not very common in the market. Normally olive skin tones have that grayish or greenish tint in their skin. Olive skin has a beautiful earthy muted quality. You will look great more like neutral colors and not good on those too saturated colors. If you're still confused about what your undertone is, I have a very simple, easy test for you, which is pink blush test. I discovered this test after reviewing a bunch of pink blushes in the market, and I found it's very easier than testing with foundation with different undertones, because if you love makeup, you might have at least one shade of pink blush. So grab a pink blush that you already own and go to a brand's website and search what the brand described this shade is. And here's how to read your skin reaction to them. First, the warm blush test. If you apply a warm tone blush and after a few hours or a few minutes it looks harshly orange or muddy on your skin rather than a pretty pink, you're likely not warm undertones. But if that warm peach coral shade looks good on you and it enhances your natural complexion by like brightening your natural skin color, you definitely have warm undertones. Second, cool tone blush test. If cool tone pinks make your skin look too ashy, gray, or too vibrant, it is a sign that your skin doesn't have enough coolness to support that shade. So you might not have cool undertones. But if that cool tone blush shade instantly brightens your complexion and make your skin very vibrant, you're most likely to have cool undertones. Third one, neutral blush test. Most neutral colors look good on everyone, but if you find that the neutral blush color looks more like ashy or to wash out on your skin, you might have warm or cool undertones. But if you find that those neutral muted pink blush color look good on you, you are more likely to have neutral undertones. Lastly, olive undertones. If you try warm, cool, even neutral blush colors and none of them look good on you and you are just so confused about all these pink blush colors, you are more likely to have olive undertones, because most of people with olive undertones don't look good with like neutral pink or pink colors. More like mauvey or berry shade look good on them. So this is very simple blush test. I hope you find it very helpful. But if you want to know about your undertones, like true undertones, definitely check the playlist that I made to find your true undertones. Last but not least, the best mindset tip that I want to share is physically writing. We are officially living in AI world. AI can think for us, plan for us, and even give us life advice. I recently watched this video from Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, who created that ChatGPT, and he said something that stuck with me. Even though he's the founder of OpenAI, who's leading this whole AI world, he's a huge believer in taking physical notes. He doesn't ask ChatGPT to plan for his business. Instead, he thinks that writing physically helps him to think clear. So when your mind is very noisy and distracted from everything outside, physical writing is gonna help you to clarify what you truly want and what you should do to achieve the certain things you want in your life. I first experienced this when I hit my 30s. I was completely lost. I didn't know what to do in my life, and I was very comfortable, but there's something inside of me thinking that this is not what I want in my life. So I followed that those and ended up having that one night just sitting down. I have this blank paper with just pen, and I start writing down what my current state is and what I want to change for my life and what I want to achieve. After writing this down, I found that there's something that I wanted in my life but I forgotten. That was moving to New York City, and here I am. And there was like one moment that I found that physical writing helped me to clarify what I truly want in my life. Clarity didn't come from like writing on screen, asking ChatGPT, AI. It comes from physically writing something. And I have 3 different types of notes that I use just to declare my thoughts. And the first note is my random notes. I just write down the things that I want whenever I want to clarify my mind. I sometimes draw something for my content. Sometimes I just go back to this note whenever I run out of content ideas. And sometimes I found a great idea from just reading this note. And the second note is my journal. I've been journaling for at least like 6 or 7 years. And this is the one I finished last year. As you can see, it's 2025. I wrote almost like every single day except weekends. And this is the one I got for 2026. It was a very cute strawberry journal. So this is just my morning activities, like journaling my thoughts. Sometimes I just write down my goals or manifestation, and I found that this really helpful to just visually seeing my current state. And the next note is learning notes. And whenever I take up online course or read the books or watch my inspiration YouTube videos, I just write down the things like you did at school, whether it's like a self-help, like business ideas, or like social media, marketing, or just anything I learn. I try to document everything, like takeaways, everything. Because you know, when you're at school, you have to memorize something. You don't just read, you have to like write things down to actually memorize or put it in your brain. This like note-taking takeaways help me to not just memorizing the theory, but more like not forget the takeaways that I learned from others. This note-taking habit really helped me to get off the feeling low stage or whenever I feel like I'm not living my best life. So here's an action plan you can follow if you want to achieve that dream life you want in 2026. First, write down your life right now. At this stage, you have to be honest. Where are you and what are you doing every single day? What activities do you spend the most time in your day? Second, write down the things that you don't like or things that you want to change. What makes you feel tired, sad, or feeling lost? And next step is write down how to fix it. For every problem, write down one solution to make it better. And the next step is you know what your struggle is and you know what to change, and make an action plan. Do not try to change everything at once. Create like a very simple step-by-step, like an action plan, very small step. This is gonna help you not to feel too burdened, and you can just simply follow that each step so that you can just do that simple task every single day to achieve the life you want. So for mindset, I found that this physically writing habit helped me to glow up my mind, because this is a skill that I learned from being completely loss. And feeling lost makes me lose my confidence. But if you clarify your goal and what you want to achieve in your life and write down small actions plan, it's gonna completely glow up not only your mind but also your career and just your life in general. So here are 5 fundamental tips that I want to share for glow up in 2026. I hope you guys find it very helpful. Comment down below what step you want to take for each category. If you write down something, you are more likely train your brain that you are doing it in the future, so it's gonna help you to achieve the things you want in your life. And happy 2026. We are gonna be successful, achieve things we want in 2026, and I can't wait to share more videos or more fun content this year. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!